everyone. Um, I just wanted to do a video of an update just to let you know how things have been going because I have found I've learned a few new things that I thought I wanted to share with you, which I find very, 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 very useful. I know it's only been 3 months, 3.5 months, April, May, June, and halfway through July, that I started doing my healthy hair journey. So um, I found some interesting things out, and so I want to share with you. The first thing that I realized, and I've learned through all of this, is that you don't really need a comb. So since April, I haven't used a comb on my hair, and everything's been fine. I condition in the shower, I detangle once the conditioner is in my hair, and everything seems to be perfect. So use a comb if you want to, but there's a good chance it might slow your hair growth down, mainly because it's going to snag and pull. But like I said, I've only used my fingers since April, and everything seems to be going very well. Once the conditioner goes in, everything is fantastic. So that's one thing I learned. Something else that I learned is that baking soda does not work for everybody's hair. Um, Now, I think you've probably seen my video of what happened, and I now know why it happened. One, I made a paste, which may have been a little bit too strong, but two, it's to remove product buildup out of people's hair. Now, I don't use a lot of product, so there wasn't much to come out when I used the baking soda wash, but at the same time, not everybody needs it, and so yeah, I learned that you don't really need baking soda for everyone, and that apple cider vinegar and my mud wash is just perfect, and that's fine. So that was something else. A Something else that I learned was the difference between protective styling and low manipulation. I was a little bit confused before because I was worried that I would have to actually mini twist my hair, and it's not that I can't do it, it's just that I don't have the time to do it, and a lot of people seem to do mini twist. And I've noticed sometimes they put protective style and they put mini twist, but now I've sort of dug a bit deeper, and I've found out that protective style really just means protecting the ends of your hair. So to be honest, you don't even need to twist it. Um, when I protective style my hair, it's really lazy, and I just kind of put it in a bun and tuck my bun and cover it up. So if the ends of my hair are hidden, then it's protected. Um, so that is actually what protective style is. Anything that is covering your ends. So if you do mini twist, it's actually a low manipulation style. It doesn't become a protective style until you basically tuck in the ends of your mini twist. So if you do mini twist and you leave them out, your ends are still exposed. So that's the difference, which is something that made it easier for me because I can see that my hair is still growing, and I have not done any braids, and I haven't done any mini twists, but I do try to do protective styles in that I may do little buns or rolls and tucks. If I do my bangs in the front, I might do, two twists and tuck the ends away, or you can cover it up with a scarf. That is considered a protective style. So that's something else that I've learned. Something else, anything else? Water. Moisturizing your hair every single day is so important. There have been days where I've been tired and thought, oh no, I can't do this. But I always remember before I go to bed, even if I'm not going to twist or anything, that I will take my spritz bottle and spray my hair. And sometimes if I'm really up to it, I might actually take a bit of shea butter and seal it in. But even if I don't have time to oil or shea butter it to seal the moisture in, I always do a bit of spraying on my hair and cover it up. And then the next morning do the same thing, especially in the warm weather. I don't add anything into the water, and I found you didn't. So I learned more keeping your hair moisturized really means keeping it hydrated, I should say, um, which is pretty much what you do for your body as well. So if your body needs water, so does your hair. Um, so that's been something new for me to learn. Um, Detangling. I ran into an issue of detangling probably about 3 days ago, so I've learned something new about detangling. And when I'm speaking of detangling, it's not when I'm washing my hair. It's more if I've had my hair in a bun. I took the leave your hair alone policy a bit too long, and I had a bun in my hair for about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So basically all I was doing was waking up in the morning, spraying my hair, getting the ends, tucking it right back, not really separating or anything. So after that, everything got tangled. Um, and when I went to detangle my hair, um, I found that it is best done not with my hair dried. So maybe with you it might work better, but with me um, it's not good to do your hair, detangle your hair while it's dry. On the same token, just putting water in your hair is not a good idea. So there are two things that I've learned in ways of how I can detangle my hair. The first one being that I can wet it, and when you're wetting it, you're basically saturating it, and then taking my oil, not my shea butter, but my oil blend, um, and putting that from the root all the way to the end. And what that it must sort of have the water push against the oil as well, because it really does help separate, especially when you have those little tiny knots at the end. So that's been really, really good. Um, Anything else? Oh yeah. And then the second way of doing it is basically to get a really good, not an expensive shampoo, but just get a conditioner that detangles. Because I've used different conditioners, and even though they're all sulfate free and silicone free and stuff, some of them seem to be more watery rather than creamy. And the one that I like is the one at Trader Joe's. But of course, if you don't live in the States, you can't get Trader Joe's. You want something that's more sort of lotiony, creamy rather than more water, because that really helped me get my hands through and just always detangle from the bottom and work your way up. I'm just gonna say it, never split apart. I always just comb through. So the only time I will separate, if I do that, I do it very gently. I found that it actually works very well to pull downwards rather than trying to untangle your hair. So that's something I learned about detangling. Something else that I learned, I've not been getting a lot of single strand knots, and I actually think it has to do with keeping my hair stretched. And I say stretch in the sense that when I do my 2-strand twists, I never just do it and leave it and tie it. I always pull and stretch it so that when it's open the next day, as you can see, this is a little bit stretched. Will probably be more stretched tomorrow, but I always keep it a little bit stretched, because when it's a little bit stretched, there's less room for it to tangle. So I try not to do afros or afro puffs or bantu knots and then untangle them, or anything that will make my hair sort of puff a bit, because once it does that, it seems to lock more. So I've learned that to keep tangles and single strand knots at a minimum, doing a stretched 2-strand twist seems to work very well for the hair, for my hair, and in particular, but it might be a bit different from you. Anything else? So other than that, it seems hair does grow. I've learned that, and I'm seeing it now. And I guess the most important thing is commitment. something I've learned about looking after my hair is that it takes commitment. And when I say it takes commitment, there are days where I feel so tired and I just want to cut it off or do something else with it. And I just found that I have to accept that it's a normal part of my life and routine now, so I can't go without moisturizing, I can't go without making sure I detangle properly. I need to make sure that I have enough time when I'm going to wash my hair and condition my hair or whatever. So I have learned that having patience and just being really, really committed seems to be something, I guess, the longer my hair gets, as it's starting to grow, I'm finding that it's taking a lot longer, and so I have to be even more committed now. So commitment. I've learned that looking after this takes a lot of commitment. So yes, I hope I've helped you with a few things. If there are any questions, leave them down below. And I can answer them and let you know what I've been doing with my hair in the last 3 months. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you. Have a lovely evening. It's beautiful here at the moment, so I'm just sitting outside. I'm enjoying it, but I just wanted to come back and share everything that I've learned so far. And if I learn more stuff, I'll be sure to come back and share with you. Okay? Bye.